try this again. Let's see. Well, I think we got it that time. All right, there we go. I think we are streaming. I think that's working. We got a new YouTube stream client, and so it looks like it's working here. I think I've got it up and running. I'll have to wait until the chat jumps in and lets us know if they can see what's going on there. Yep, we got Titerator's already in there. Super Him is in there. What's up? Hey, one is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Two can be bad as one. It's the loneliest number since the number one. I don't sing. Clearly, I didn't have to tell you that. All I had to do is sing for you to figure that part of it out. You can't see me. Uh-oh. You can see me now? Okay. Okay. All right, good. Here, and actually, I'm going to do this. Can you see me here? Can you see this camera? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? And then I'm going to go back to the Fan Cave cam. There's a new YouTube client set up, so I'm hoping that you guys can see that okay. Let me know if you can't. Appreciate everybody jumping in already. Appreciate Titerator, Super Him, Ron the Materator, Michelle Sweat, Michael Iyer, John Q, Dustin is in there. Appreciate you so much and joining me for this podcast selfie version of Raiders Fan Radio. All right, I'm going to go ahead and where's the button? I got to find that. Here we go.
Just press the damn button, nerd.
Oakland, LA, Oakland, Vegas, Raider Nation, wherever, forever. You got your old Uncle Mosh and Raiders Fan Radio from Murph's Fan Cave, taking a lighter journey into the dark side. Sit back, put your feet up, pop a top, and enjoy the ride. Here we go!
Look left, look right, but let's take off a leaking pass. Touchdown!
We miss you, we love you, and we'll see you in the Hall of Fame.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
Way up the middle, intercepted Filipiano at the 50, time running down. Oakland football, and I think Oakland victory.
The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play. Well, I love this team. I think this team can win. I think this team can win.
What is up, Raider Nation? Your buddy Murph back once again for what I hope to be a fantastic episode of Raiders Fan Radio. Just you and me here in the Fan Cave tonight. Swaggo had to be a dad tonight, so he won't be able to join us. And Uncle Mosh, he's doing auditions, and so he got tied up with his auditions, and he won't be able to join us here in the Fan Cave tonight. So it's just me, just you, unless Mosh comes in. You can't see it just off camera here. I'll go to switch to his camera. You can't see it, but like, maybe I could tilt this down there. Like right there, wait, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it or not. There's literally a Reuben and a cannoli sitting down there right there on top of his desk, just waiting for him should he show up, because we had little Domenico's today for lunch. You know what I mean? We had to get the show started right. So me and the boys had some Domenico's, and we got some for Mosh too, and so hopefully he'll show up. But if he doesn't, like I said, it's just going to be you and me. But we're going to have a lot of fun regardless tonight, because we have so much to get to, as always, here in the Fan Cave, and absolutely a ton of really funny things to get to tonight. It's going to be a goofy night here, like it's ever not goofy, you know what I mean? But here at RFR Live, so it should be a good time. We're going to hear from a lot of you. We've got tons of voicemails to get to, not tons of voicemails, tons of emails to get to, quite a few voicemails as well. So we're going to get to those, and we've got some funny segments to go along the way. Appreciate all of you that are in the chat tonight. Appreciate everybody jumping in there. And if you want to join the chat, the best chat room and all of Raider fandom shows, whatever, is here in the fan cave. We appreciate you each and every week. And you can find them in there, our chat room, every Wednesday night. And that is youtube.com/Murph's Fan Cave. That is MURFS Fan Cave. And so in there tonight is Kevin the Raider Nerd, Jeff Murphy, speaking of Dominicos. What's up, Jeff? And appreciate you taking care of us as always here in the cave. Raider Roo's in there, Rhonda Mater Raider, Tyder Raider, Coach Davis. Good to see you again, Coach Davis. B-Dog, what's up, B-Dog? Where you been? DT the Sun, Michelle Sweat's in there, and I know we got a lot of folks also watching. Dustin is in there, Super Him, Kevin the Raider Nerd Man, appreciate you jumping in. Silver and Blacksmith, love that nickname, appreciate you in there. And and I think Max might be lurking around in there too. So what's up, Boo? So anyways, appreciate you joining us for this episode of Raiders Fan Radio, of RFR Live. If you've noticed here lately on the Fan Cave shows, we've kind of our content kind of moves around a lot. We get different content creators and stuff, the people that jump in, Fan Club Blitz, Mojo, Mikey. We get a lot of different shows going on. As of right now, we've been doing this one, of course, Raiders Fan Radio Live. Going to do that every Wednesday. I'm doing an RFR rundown at least every 2 weeks, one with Sonny. Cousin Sonny is back regularly with us, doing every other week on a rundown, and then Swaggo will help fill in on that. Plus, we got more Tales from the Nation coming, more RFR conversations coming. We've had a lot of content coming at you here lately over the past couple of weeks, so I hope you've enjoyed it. Most recently, I did an RFR conversation with Keith Smith. He is the man that runs Silver and Black UK over in England. Fantastic guy, fantastic fan club, and definitely support Keith and those folks over there, not only in Silver and Black UK, but all of Europe and the collective. It's kind of like a global gathering for Raider Nation. It's an awesome, awesome fan club, so appreciate them. And Keith, so definitely check that out. And then also, we'll have Mondays with Mikey Murph coming back up soon. And so just stay tuned to your Murph's Fan Cave feed and appreciate you supporting us, not only here on the YouTubes, but also on the podcast. Please, while you're listening to your podcast, hit the thumbs up, man. Get the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button in there. That helps get the show going and helps us with our momentum, which has been fantastic lately. We've had such a phenomenal response and all that stuff lately. And it's thanks to you, Raider Nation. Appreciate the community of Raider fans that participate here in Raiders Fan Radio, man. We really appreciate you. One of the things we're doing this year in terms of our fundraising is we're supporting the Stabler XOXO Foundation, along with probably Bolitnikoff and numerous others through this OneNationFoundation.net. That's the nonprofit that Raider Cody and I have formed. Still finalizing some details on that, but I'm hoping we'll do the full kickoff right in time with the Raiders home opener in Vegas. Me and Max will be out there in Vegas. We're going to do a joint project with Cody and a bunch of other stuff. Looking forward to meeting up with many of you that have reached out, including one tonight that we'll get to. And so, yeah, we'll be out there, and I think we're going to do the official kind of kickoff of the One Nation Foundation when we get out there. But in the meantime, you can still help us support the XOXO Foundation by going to RaidersFanRadio.com/gear. Hit that link that takes you to the Fanatics website, and anything you buy, you need a new Raider lid, you need a new jersey, you need whatever you get, a portion of the proceeds doesn't cost you anything extra. Portion of the proceeds gets kicked back to us, and then we take all that money and put it together, and that's going to now feed into the One Nation Foundation, and then that's what will support these different foundations. And XOXO Foundation is the first one on the list. So appreciate all of you in the way that you support us. All right. I mentioned meeting up with us in Vegas. Much respect to Kevin the Raider Nerd again, who last week I mentioned set up the RFR. It's called Murph's Fan Cave RFR Meetups. It's a Facebook group, and I put a link to it in the show notes. So click that link and go there. And because we've had a handful of folks reach out about getting together with us for, at least watching the game or something like that when we're in Vegas for the Raiders home opener against the Saints. So we're going to communicate all through there to let you know where we're going to be, because it's not like, normally, like normal circumstances, we would be posted up somewhere. We would have an official tailgate, like with Mojo through the New Raider World Order, or like we would have something very official, like setting up a broadcast, like doing a whole thing, right? Like for those of you, the handful of you that were at the live event we did for the draft, Michelle and her family were there, and a handful of others. We kind of had a dedicated thing that we posted up to, and we did a live thing, and it was great. Same thing for the Raiders-Titans games. We did a big tailgate, and like, anyways, that would be what we would normally do. But with the COVID, we don't know, man. Like, I don't know what places are going to be open. I don't know if we're going to watch it at a sports book or at Stage Door or, at our buddy Bert Tabor's place. Like, I don't know what we're going to do. So stay tuned, and you can find out all that stuff via the RFR Meetup Facebook group. All right, let's jump into a little bit of show, and we always tie our episode number back to a significant number within Raider Nation, and our buddy Swag Jeff handles that. And so to get to that segment, Jeff, thankfully, even though he knew he wasn't going to be here, he called in. Now, Jeff called twice. He didn't intend for me clearly to play the first one, but I'm going to play for you anyways because it's funny. And then I'll play the one that he really wanted you to hear. So here's the first one.
Hey, what's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Swag Jeff with RFR Live, coming to you live in Middle Tennessee. I'm not there tonight, but I couldn't go a week without giving you this week's episode number. Every week I tie a. I'm gonna call back.
Good job, Swaggo. Here it is when he called back.
Hey, what's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Swag Jeff coming to you live for RFR episode number 174. I'm not there tonight, but I couldn't go a week without telling you what is new in Raider Nation for episode number 174. Every week I tie a significant moment in Raider history to our episode number. And by the way, we are only Henry Ruggs days away from the start of the NFL season for the Raiders. And speaking of number 11, we're going to take it back to the year 1997, which is a forgettable season. A 4-12 year, but our quarterback, number 11, Jeff George. That's right, he had almost 4,000 passing yards in 1997, 9 interceptions, and threw for 29 touchdowns. That's not awful, I guess. But if you want to break it down, he threw 29 touchdowns. So a touchdown is 6 points. And if we do a little math, I know we don't like math, but we like numbers. So here's a number for you. 29 touchdown passes is 174 points. That's right. Jeff George gives us episode 174 with 174 points in 1997. Hope you guys have a great rest of the show. Go Raiders.
Good stuff, Swaggo. Excellent job. So I love the Jeff George reference because for those of you that may not remember, my favorite Jeff George memory is, Jeff George played, he played all over the league. He played for the Colts and a handful of teams. But one of those teams was the Falcons, right? And I believe did they go to an NFC championship game or deep playoff run with him or whatever it was. They had some decent success. And then he had a fallout with June Jones, I want to say, was the coach of the Falcons back then. And so after the fallout, that's when he came to the Raiders and whatnot. And so he's playing for the Raiders. And the Raiders go to Atlanta, and the Raiders are playing in the Georgia Dome, and the Raiders win the game. And so after the game is over, both teams have left the field, okay? But Jeff George is still running around. Do you guys remember this? The perimeter of the field, high-fiving Raiders fans and ribbing Falcons fans going, "This is the George Dome now. This is the George Dome." Remember that? It was one of the most arrogant ass things ever. It was so funny. The George Dome. Anyways, good stuff there, Swaggo. Appreciate you, buddy. Oh, where's the contact info? Where's the?
Just press the damn button, nerd.
I'm trying.
All right, boys and girls, pay attention. You got your old Uncle Mosh here with an update. That's right. I got some stuff for you. Take out a piece of paper, a pencil, a pen. Heck, use your pocket knife and carve the info into your dashboard as you're driving down the highway. First off, you need to like us on our fan page on Facebook. That's right. Go to Facebook at Raiders Fan Radio Podcast. Don't forget about the Twitter. You know your old Uncle Mosh, he twits now. That's right. Go to at Raiders Fan Radio. Also, don't forget the Instagram at Raiders Fan Radio. Or what about our website? That's right, RaidersFanRadio.com. Heck, if you want to, you can even email us, show@RaidersFanRadio.com, or call us on the Raiders Fan Radio hotline, 909-345-3346. That's 909-345-3346. Don't forget Merv's Fan Cave on the YouTube, where you can get all the show links like the Fan Club Blitz with Splatterhead and Fitz. Find all our stuff on podcast providers like Stitcher, iTunes, and Google Play. All right, did I hit the time limit?
Good. All right, appreciate everybody joining us in the chat tonight. Ron the Raiders in there. Dakota Raider, what's up, Dakota? Been a minute since we heard from you. John Q is in there. The Big Easy is in there. Big Easy says, must be nice to be young, Murph. My memory bank is on the low battery because I don't remember that. Well, I don't know how young I am because don't forget, I'm the guy that's going to play an extended break at some point during the show so I can go pee. But B-Dog is in there. B-Dog says he wasn't born yet. Raider Roo. Jeff Murphy again from Domenico's is in there. DT the Sun. John Q. Raider and some. Appreciate everybody. Capo's in there. Aaron, a Q-Dog Raider. What's up, Capo? And appreciate everybody joining us. So I mentioned Ron the Materator. Now, I had a thing, and I've been saving this for when Mosh was here. But apparently, Mosh is going to continue to be MIA. We haven't seen him in here in I don't know. What was the Fannies? Was that July? Right? Yeah, I think so. It's probably been almost 6 weeks since Mosh has been in here. Anyway, so when Mosh comes back, I'm going to read him this whole thing. I'll probably actually have him read it because he'll get such a big kick out of it. Anyways, it was this thing penned called by Ron the Materator called The Family. And it's basically he gives a rundown of the hierarchy of the RFR crew. And it's really funny. And so I appreciate Ron and we just want to give him respect at the beginning of this segment. You know, we do respect around here. We don't do props. We don't do shout outs. Nothing wrong with those things, but we like to give a little bit of respect. And so I want to give Ron respect. I appreciate him. Ron's got a tough job in there. He's the only wrench in our chat room. He's the only Materator and does a heck of a job holding it down for us. And so I want to appreciate him here at the top of the show. And we'll read the family tree for you next week, hopefully, when Mosh gets back. All right, one more I want to get to. Actually, two more I want to get to in respect. I want to give respect to Tiger Woods. I know that might sound like a random thing, but the U.S. Open is coming up. We're starving for sports. Thank goodness we've got the NFL season coming up, and we've got the playoffs, of course, in the NBA and NHL, and then baseball season. And how about those A's, by the way? The A's are freaking one of the best teams in baseball. How about that? And so anyways, but then we got the U.S. Open coming up. Now, why would I want to give Tiger Woods respect? Well, all you got to do is listen to Tiger, and you'll know why.
Hi, I'm Tiger Woods. Raider Nation, silver and black. Just win, baby.
There you go. Tiger Woods is a Raider fan, man. So if you need somebody to root for in the U.S. Open coming up, there's your guy. So much respect to Tiger, wearing his Raider fandom proud, flying his Raider Nation flag high there. So we appreciate him. All right, one more I'm going to give respect to, and this is a player, and rest in peace. We lost him a few years ago. But I want to give respect to Pete Banaszak. And the reason why is that I've told this story now a handful of times about old Rooster Banaszak, as they called him, about how, if you needed 3 yards, I always mess up the joke too. I'm such a dumbass. The old joke about Rooster Banaszak, hit the reset button. The old joke about Rooster Banaszak is that if you needed a yard, he would get you a yard. If you needed 3 yards, he would get you a yard. And so anyways, I thought that was such a funny joke. And so I want to give respect to Pete because here's the real take on Pete Banaszak. He played from 1966 to 1978. He played in 173 games for the Raiders. That's more than any other running back in the entire history of this organization. The next closest is the number 2 on this list is the number 1 all-time rushing leader for the Raiders, and that's Marcus Allen. So Pete Banaszak played in 173 games to Marcus Allen's 145, and he ran for he had 964 attempts, and he ran for 3,700 yards and 47 touchdowns. That's only second to Marcus Allen. So your second all-time leading scorer, effectively, from the running back position is freaking Rooster Banaszak. So I want to give him a lot of love. And the other thing too is that out of all those carries, those 964 carries, the guy only fumbled the ball 18 times, which is when you look at it like per game, like that's way lower than like a lot of other players. I mean, Marcus fumbled 50 times in his career after, of course, he had 2,000 attempts, but still, you get my point. Like only 18 times. Like Rooster Banaszak was a stud. So I've been giving him a little bit of, of a ribbing based on that joke. And frankly, I heard Matt Millen tell that joke. And so I've been repeating that, but let's give a lot of love to Pete Banaszak. You know, we always love to honor the past around here. The Raiders are all about honoring the past of their organization. And let's check in and hear a few Raider memories. This is from a video Pete Banaszak did, not long before he passed. And it was basically him in his office, in his fan cave, picking things off of his shelves and speaking about memories of those different things.
I'm Pete Banaszak from the Oakland Raiders. I played with the Oakland Raiders from 1967 to 1980, and this was my helmet for about 10 years. Of course, I had the inside rebuilt every year. I didn't want to change helmets from year to year. I loved this helmet. I liked the way it looked. I liked the way it fit. But this helmet saw a lot of green paint, a lot of black paint, a lot of turquoise paint from the Dolphins, and fortunately there's a little blood on here, and I hope it's not mine. Well, I got an old American Football League football here. My name's Pete Banaszak, and I play with the Oakland Raiders. I played my first pro football game in Kansas City. This was the game ball. I ran for 124 yards after John Madden doubted me the week before whether I could really get the job done. He asked me, Banaszak, can you do it? And I said, I think I can, John. Don't think. If you can't do it, tell me now. Get out of here. He said, I don't want to talk to you. I did a lot of praying that week before the game, and it paid dividends. I got a Super Bowl 11 football ticket here that was played in Pasadena, California. I'm Pete Banaszak with the Oakland Raiders, and I played in this game, and I scored 2 touchdowns. We beat the Minnesota Vikings. We beat them 32-14, gave them a good butt kicking. Well, it went for $20, but I'll sell it to you for $2,200.
All right, appreciate all of you there, and appreciate Pete Banaszak. I got caught up in the chat there. I'm only trying to do 17 things at one time here. Appreciate Pete Banaszak, and always want to honor him and the rest of the Raider greats here on Raiders Fan Radio.
Britannia rules the waves. This is Keith Smith, the Crusader Raider, calling you from London, England. And you're listening to Raider Fan Radio. And we're in Murph's Cave, and I tell you, this is the only place you need to be. Go Raiders!
All right, there's our buddy Keith Smith. So Keith recorded that ID for us, and before we recorded the ID, or right afterwards, I asked him, I said, what kind of music would you like to, and he said, like a regal, like patriotic British song, and he sang that, Rule Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. And I was like, and so I hope he's okay with me including that back into the radio ID, because I thought it was so funny. I thought it was very charming, and Keith is such a good dude, and I know has a good sense of humor, so hopefully he digs that. All right, hey, it's sponsorship season around here. Check it out, Raider Nation. This is how we keep the lights on. MyBookie. Winning season returns at MyBookie. Winning season means doubling your first deposit. Winning season means Survivor, Super Contests, and Squares. At MyBookie, winning season means hitting all of your parlays and props with your feet up, watching your team trounce their rivals. Rejoice! It's time to celebrate NFL season. Invest in your intuition and use promo code CAVE, that's C-A-V-E, and double your first deposit. New players get up to $1,000 in free play, designed to add more excitement to the sports you love and the games you bet. From live betting to championship futures, every play you want to make is waiting at MyBookie. It's simple. Make your picks, win big, and collect your cash. Use promo code CAVE, C-A-V-E, and double your first deposit. Your winning season begins today, only at MyBookie.
Hey, Raider Nation, I just want to say hello. This is Pastor Mondo of NationMinistry.net. You're listening to Raider Fan Radio with Uncle Mosh and my brother, Murph. Just win, baby.
All right, so let's get to another fun story here. This is great. So, as I mentioned, well, actually, and let me hit this too. Like, we've been doing these RFR rundowns, so like the news of the day kind of things and conversations. That's why we designed the two shows, RFR Rundown and then RFR Live. So this is going to be like fun stuff, and like we're going to get to your voicemails and your emails here in just a minute. And if you want to hear like the current, the talk of the day and hear us talk about Tyrell Williams going on IR, and you want to hear about, Meek Robertson wearing number 21, and you want to hear about all that stuff, that's all the stuff that we're doing on the rundown. So definitely check that out. That is in your Murph's Fan Cave feed. All right, something that Swaggo would do is the social media director, but he's not here tonight, although he is in the chat. Appreciate you jumping in, Jeff. He does a tweet of the week, and so these have really been funny. And so I want to hit this because this is great. One of my favorite follows on Twitter is Josh Dubow, that's D-U-B-O-W, from the AP, from the Associated Press. And he is basically a Raiders reporter, but he's very fact-driven. He's all about stats. And the thing that I think is so amusing about Josh Dubow is that he pretty much takes a run at the car stand. And I say that term loosely. I'm not trying to create division here. I'm just saying that, like, the folks that like to lead with car stats and use that as their justification for whatever opinion that they have. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's your choice as a fan. You do whatever heck with your fandom, whatever you want to do. Some of us are a little more in the middle, and then there are some that are just the haters, right? We're neither. Like, he's my quarterback, he's your quarterback, and I'm going to root for him until my arms fall off or until the day that he's not a Raider anymore. But in the meantime, we do have a high expectation of W's around here, and the W's have been a little scarce for our liking as Raider fans. So because of that, we feel that sometimes you can't necessarily hide behind just the numbers. Well, Josh takes a run and provides numbers that go kind of counter. So it's really funny that he's always like blasting people with numbers that maybe aren't as favorable and don't tell the story or define the narrative that some of those are looking for. So here's why this is the tweet of the week. This cracked me up. All right, Josh Dubow, just blast this out there on Twitter. Raiders have allowed opposing quarterbacks to post a passer rating of 100 plus for 3 straight seasons. The only other team to do that was the Browns from 2015 to 2017. Okay. So here he is. He's making a statement and he's kind of taking a shot at the Raiders defense, and very appropriately so, because we make people like Nick Mullins a hero. Remember that guy? Yeah, I know, right? Me too, barely. And we made him a superstar on freaking Monday Night Football. All right. So that's why he takes the shot. Well, then here comes Carstan and says this in response. Side note, Josh, Derek Carr has 0 passes defended and no interceptions at this same stretch. He also has failed to register a tackle at this period, and that is last in the NFL. Wow, here comes your tweet of the week. This is where Josh Dubow wins, and he's so freaking funny. He says, in response to this gentleman that detailed the fact that Carr does not play defense, is what he's trying to say, right? Clearly. And Josh says this, I won't stand for this slander. He says Carr has 1 tackle in that stretch. Okay. Ooh, ears go up. Carr has a tackle? Why? He got credit for one on Joey Bosa after losing a fumble. Week 17 versus the Chargers in 2017. Ooh. Ouch. Don't take a run at Josh Dubow on Twitter, folks, because it won't go well for you.
Hey, Raider Nation, this is Max Crosby from the Oakland Raiders.
And goes down, and Max Crosby, who forced a fumble last week.
You're listening to Murph, Mosh, and Swag Jeff on Raiders Fan Radio. Thank you so much. Just win, baby.
All right. Next up here, I got a Raiders and pop culture for you. This one is pretty fun. And again, I wish Mosh was here because this is straight out of Mosh's era. But this is pretty cool. So this is Kyle Brandt, our buddy from Good Morning Football, put out a tweet about John Madden being on Saturday Night Live back in 1982. And I'm old enough to kind of remember that. I was like 9, I guess. But I didn't. Even being a big fan of that show and just knowing the cast and episodes and skits and all that stuff from the 70s and even 80s, I don't ever remember John Madden being on there either. So I looked it up, and it's pretty cool. And so Madden hosts the show, and they do some football skits and stuff, and Eddie Murphy's in part of them and everything. And they're not really that funny, and they're not really Raider related, so I didn't include them. But then I stumbled across this one video that was documenting how John Madden used to ride the train and how after the Super Bowl that was played that season, John Madden rode the train to New York to host Saturday Night Live. And the film crew followed him the whole way. And now this is a pretty long segment, but I chopped it down to just the segments of this part. He's basically telling a story that I was not aware of. This is a new story to me about how well, I'll let him tell you what happened. But check this out. This is a really fun story about John Madden and when he was in the Super Bowl with, of course, our beloved Oakland Raiders.
After last Sunday's Super Bowl, John Madden boarded a train bound for New York City while we sent a film crew along to capture the excitement. Watch.
When I coached in the Super Bowl, I left 4 players behind. You got time to hear about this before we leave? You know, in the Super Bowl, all our lives would wait to get there. It was so doggone anxious. And we always wanted to leave, like, you know, we'd have our pregame meal 4 hours before the game. It was a 12:30 game, so we had to be there at 10:30, and so I told the team, we'll leave at 10 o'clock. Now at the pregame meal, which was at 8:30, I told them, now, let's leave at 9:45. You know, we've been all these years waiting. I didn't want to be late. So after about 9:15, I walked out, and there was a bunch of people around the bus, and I just said, let's go. You know, this is a Super Bowl. It's a world champion. Let's get the heck out of here. 88 now together. I told the bus driver, let's make it go. So we left. As I was riding down, we had a helicopter escort and a police escort, and I was thinking there's something wrong here. You know, I don't have all my players. We got there, and I couldn't tell anyone that I lost my players. How do you say, hey, I lost some players? So I looked for them on the field, and I'd go out in the field and go in the locker room and all over, and couldn't find them. Finally, I had to tell someone, so I told my trainer, I said, George, I said, I lost 4 players. When I coached in the Super Bowl, I left 4 players. You got time to hear about this before we leave? It was a 12:30 game, so we had to be there at 10. Matt, you think it's ready, please? And I said, no, I know they're not here. I've been looking. He said, well, they've been hiding from me. They thought that they missed the bus, that they were late, and I was going to get mad at them and fine them. So I'd go outside, and they'd come in, and I'd go in the locker room, and they'd go in the dressing room. So 2 hours before the Super Bowl, we were playing hide and go seek. Coaching the Super Bowl, I left 4 players.
All right, there you go. So it's pretty cool. So he lost a player. So I did a little Murph's Fan Cave investigative report because I was like, well, who are the players? Well, I couldn't find who all 4 of them were, but I did find an old article, wouldn't you know it, the best Raider storyteller there is, Phil Villapiano, when asked about some of his most fond memories of the Super Bowl, he said, well, there was that one time that, but when the team bus left, that we left Twos and Hendricks behind. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, let's get to a crowd favorite. Let's get to a little tailgating too much.
What's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Will Compton. You're listening to Raiders Fan Radio with my boys Murph, Swaggy Jeff, and Uncle Mosh. Tune in because they fucking put out a banger podcast. Murph, Swag Jeff, and who's the third guy?
All right, so let's go to tailgating too much, man. We get requests for this all the time, and I have a perfect one for you all. This one is really good. And again, I wish Mosh was here to hear this. And I'm glad Swag was in the chat because you guys will get a big kick out of this. I know if you're in a fan cave, we'd get big laughs out of you. And so chat room and everybody else listening, I hope you get a kick out of it. I appreciate the chat room, by the way. Raider Roo, Marcus85, the Big Easy, Aaron the Q-Dog Raider, the Heat Freak is in there. Tampa Raider is in there. Raider Rue is in there. Dakota Raider, Nixerist, whatever. Hope I'm pronouncing that right, is in there. And Miguel Ruiz is in there. I appreciate y'all joining us for this episode of Raiders Fan Radio. What's up, big guy? My son Tristan just came rolling in. I think he's going to help me with some of these emails we're going to get here to in just a minute. So go ahead and grab Mosh's chair there, and we'll get you on camera here. Listen, look at this big old dude, man. You guys don't see my oldest son very often. Look at this guy. What's up, big boy? What's up? All right, there he is. That's my son Tristan there. And all right, so we're going to get to this tailgating too much, and so here we go. So tailgating too much, but first I want to set it up. So Mark Davis, I don't know if you guys have heard this or not, but the Raiders got a new stadium. Apparently, this thing's been in the works for a while. So we got this new stadium, and Mark Davis kind of did the official unveiling to the players. The players have done some practicing out there, some scrimmaging out there, and before they took the field, or as they took the field that first time, they gathered up, and Mark Davis did this really cool speech to the players, and so I want to feature that first, and it's fantastic. And of course, he starts it off tugging at my Star Wars fandom heartstrings by welcoming everybody to the Death Star.
Greetings. Welcome to the Death Star, where our opponents' dreams come to die. My father always said that the greatness of the Raiders is in its future. Well, today that future truly starts. This magnificent stadium was built on the backs of thousands of players, coaches, administrators, and fans who for the past 60 years have proudly worn the silver and black. This is our field of dreams. This is our house. The stadium's personality will be defined by you. So take pride every time you step on this field wearing those famed black jerseys and silver helmets. You are the Raiders. There'll be many personal accomplishments out here on this field. Someone on this field today will make the first tackle. Somebody will score the first touchdown. And somebody will make the first interception. But most importantly, it's what we do as a team. So I'll leave you with 3 words. Just win, baby. Welcome home. Raiders.
All right, so there's a couple things there that are funny to me. All right, first off, I love hearing him say Raiders at the end. That's great. But I love the very end of this. Listen to what he says.
So I'll leave you with 3 words. Just win, baby. Welcome home.
I count 5. Like, I'm pretty sure just win, baby, welcome home is 5. Like, let me leave you with 3 words. As I now read to you the Declaration of Independence. It's like, come on, Mark. Like, I got 3 words for you. All right, yeah, just win, baby. But then, of course, welcome home. That was very, very cool. All right, so as we get requested all the time, Tristan, I don't know if you've ever heard us do. First off, now you got your mics live. Talking to that mic. Welcome to the show here, pal.
Hey, what's up?
How about get loud? Get in there again. Oh, well, don't do that. Let me unmute you. Now try it.
Hello, hello.
Hey, there you go. Now talk loud, though, so everybody can hear you. All the fans at home can hear you.
What's up, guys?
Hey, there we go. That's the big boy there. That's the moose. That's my oldest son, Tristan. 17 years old, striving for the Naval Academy, and for sure going to go on to serve his country one way or the other, aren't you, big guy?
Yeah.
That's so cool, man. We appreciate you and love you for that. All right, so I appreciate you jumping in here to read some emails. Remember, you got to talk right into that microphone. Get up.
Okay.
Get in. Say it. Talk loud, man. Project. Yeah, use it. Yeah. Hey, so for those of you that don't know, Tristan is the voice of Lil Murph. Give him a little Murph. Remember any of them?
Oh, gosh, it's been so long.
How about, remember when you said, I thought you said this was a fan cave. It looks like your bonus room or something like that. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. Like,
Get loud. Get right in there. Get loud.
Oh, it was like this isn't your fan cave. This looks like a bonus room.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Yeah. There you go. Good job. All right. So there's Tristan's little Murph. All right. Appreciate you. And he's going to jump in and help me with some of these emails. Okay. So back to it. Tailgating too much. So I get requests for tailgating too much all the time. And I heard that Mark Davis speech, and I thought that this would be a perfect opportunity to put Mark in the tailgating too much machine. And here's how it came out. And I got to tell you guys, I'm not trying to prompt for a laugh, but this might be my favorite one we've ever done.
There'll be many personal accomplishments out here on this field. Someone on this field today will make the first tackle. somebody will score the first touchdown, and somebody will make the first interception. But most importantly, it's what we do as a team. So I'll leave you with 3 words. Just win, baby. Welcome home. Raiders.
That's so funny to me. Doesn't it sound like he's been tailgating too much, son?
Yeah, just a hair too much.
Just a hair too much. Yeah, just a wee too much tequila and Modelo's there at the Raider tailgate. All right. Okay, so the chat's saying that they can't hear you really. You got to get right in on that thing. Now talk loud.
Can you guys hear me now?
There you go. Be louder than that. Project.
Can you guys hear me now?
There you go.
Okay,
talk
yeah.
like that. Yeah. So
All
when
right.
you're reading these emails, you got to get real loud. Okay. All right. Let's get to the Sea Fans mailbag. Let's hear enough hearing from me and enough hearing from my eldest. Let's hear from you.
There he is, fading, looking. He's under the gun. He's tied, he throws. It is.
All right, appreciate you joining us here in the Fan Cave for this episode of RFR Live, number 174 here in the Fan Cave. Appreciate Swag Jeff in the chat room, Aaron the Q-Dog Raider, Kevin the Raider Nerd, the Heat Freak, Nixer Sist, Marcus85, Chevy Silver Raider, Coach Davis. What's up, Coach Davis? Yo SMIG, Kiljadas. We're going to hear from Kiljadas here in a second. Of course, Ron the Mater Raider holding it down. Tyrone Graves, Dakota Raider. Appreciate all of you joining us in the chat room. Kevin, by the way, man, I got to give you a shout out. Great job you and Kyle have been doing on your live streams for Phantom Podcast Network, man. You guys have been doing a great job, and appreciate you once again having me on that Bill and Ted show. That was a lot of fun, and I went back and watched that movie again a second time. Watched it with my boys, and it was a good time. You liked it, didn't you?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was a fun time, man. It's a good movie. So for those of you who hadn't seen the new Bill and Ted, man, definitely go in there and check it out. All right, so here we go. Let's get to some email. So you, Tristan, go ahead. Take the first email and get loud and tell us who we got.
Oh, you want me to tell you like who we got first?
Yeah, like tell us. You're whatever you do it. I'm not here to control you.
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, this is from Daniel. How do you pronounce that?
Mangus.
Daniel Mangus, a proud man, and the 2019 Gemini Man Award winner. He says, "Dear RFR family."
Gemini.
What did I say?
You said Jim and me or something?
2019 Gemini?
Gemini. Yeah.
Gemini.
You know what Gemini is? Like a twin. And he's got a twin brother who you have his other email. You have his twin brother's email over there.
Okay, so that's why they got the Gemini Man Award?
Yeah, and Uncle Mosh has a conspiracy theory that there's only really one guy.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Which is a very Mosh thing to do, right? To think there's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
And the other thing he said is and their last name is Mangus, and so if there's two Manguses, is it Manguses or is it Mangai? Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound like your uncle?
Me and Vinny went on a drive the other day.
Yeah.
And we were kind of like going through the country.
Yeah.
You know, and like we saw like geese and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
And we were driving past a pasture of horses.
Yeah.
And I said, Vinny, look out there, look at all the geese. And Vincent just looked at me, he's like, what? What'd you say?
Knucklehead. The geese. All right, read the email.
All right, dear RFR family, football is back next week, and the Panthers aren't ready for the work the defensive rookies are going to learn quick. The Raiders are going to pound on the rock down their throat, and there isn't a damn thing they can do about it. On offense, Teddy is going to find out quick he shouldn't have stayed a backup QB because he's going down, and he's going down hard.
Nice.
Courtesy of Mad Max Crosby, not even Christian McCaffrey can even save them because we have Klein F to the E to the R to the R to the E to the L to the L, and the Mo Hurst locking his ass up. I'm so hyped for the season. 13-3, let's go!
F to the E to the R to the R to the E to the L to the L.
It ain't furl.
Good job, son. And was that Daniel or Matthew Mangus you had there?
This is Daniel.
Daniel Mangus. Appreciate you, Daniel Mangus. Get loud in that microphone, pal. Don't be shy. You got to get right in that thing, and I'm going to turn you up even more. Don't be shy when you're reading that thing. Okay, but great job. And Tristan's got some more there. Mr. Heese over there. Knucklehead. All right. Hey, what's up, Murph? Uncle Mosh, Swaggy Jeff, and my brothers and sisters of the Silver and Black Nation. It's Kill Jadis. How's it going? Coming at you all the way up in North Alaska. I'm one of the most Northern Raider fans in the world, one of the lesser-known YouTubers that puts out Raider videos, and I've been distinguished the honor of our padrino, Uncle Mosh, to be the Aurora Borealis, known as the Northern Light of the RFR show. A title I hope I can live up to. That's freaking awesome. And you do. Kill Jadis is a fantastic member of our RFR crew and listening audience. In the past days, the Northern Light of RFR show has been shimmering somberly with these recent events. Things are too political, people pointing fingers and hating even more, lifelong friendships being destroyed because they believe in something opposite of other people, and you can't enjoy sports anymore because of various aspects. Well, at least I can still ref high school football here in Alaska, for now. It warms me to hear about Murph and Max. Thank you, Kill Jadis. Congrats, Murph. Hopefully immigration can get off their butts so they can reunite me with my soon-to-be other half, whom is overseas right now. Absolutely. Prayers up for you, man, for that. We'll hope that you get that reunion very, very soon. But as I am sitting here in my house, now before you all ask, yes, we have houses in Alaska. We don't live in igloos. Anyways, I'm sitting here in my house wondering what my next Raider video is going to be, and I thought what is needed right now is love. Love can come from many things. It can come from friends. It can come from family. It can come from a significant other, such as Philip Rivers' wife, who's... oh my gosh, I got to read that. But yes, Philip Rivers is known as being frequent in his activity. We'll just say that. Philip Rivers' son has 9 kids.
Oh
yeah.
my.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. They're busy over there in the Rivers house. Yeah.
Are the Catholics or something?
Yeah. Catholic rabbits. Knucklehead. It could come from yourself, much like how Broncos fans look themselves in the mirror every morning before burying their faces into the morale or feed bags that they have around their necks before trotting off to do whatever they do. And of course, to some people, love can come from objects, kind of like, you know where I'm going, like how a cheeseburger gives Andy Reid the love and fulfillment he needs before drifting off into a diabetic slumber for the night. Who's fat? God, jeez. Oh my gosh. All right, but let's talk about the love that comes from strangers. And although we can't get love by people who are in health, religion, and other entities, I don't think anything can top the love that Raider Nation has for each other. Amen. It's like it's a family like no other, and I'm sure, if not, all of you who are Raider fans have experienced it. The love another Raider fan gives you at the moment they see that you are a Raider fan. We are not like other fan bases, and I believe the love for each other grows and is greater when you are outside the motherland of California. I would agree. As somebody who has seen both, I absolutely agree. And for various reasons, it doesn't make one better than the other. It just tends to be different. It's a different vibe for sure. And because Raider Nation truly is global. So that's a good point. Though Vegas is still fresh, it'll be the same as it was in Oakland soon enough. People outside the motherland never expect to see a fellow Raider fan. I think it still baffles us to realize how much ground Raider Nation takes up. But in all it takes is simple gestures and sometimes just big ones. Just to acknowledge who you are and that you share a bond with someone. I can recount plenty of instances of love. One time when sitting at a stoplight, looking at the car next to me to see a Raider fan decked out. Just a nod, a smile, and a thumbs up caused us to roll down our windows and talk for the next 3 stoplights about the Raiders. Another was standing at a deli waiting for my food. We kind of do that and talk about the Raiders all the time, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Another was standing at a deli waiting for my food, and the guy serving was a fellow fan. We ended up talking for 30 minutes while I uncomfortably looked around thinking, brother, I feel the love for you, but I got to get back to work. And last, being in Japan teaching English. I walk into my building with my Raider backpack. While I'm taking off my outside shoes and putting on my inside shoes, I suddenly hear a voice behind me yell out, Raiders! And I'm turning around like, who just became my new friend? To see a Japanese man standing there with a big smile on his face. It was always a pleasure to teach his son English and then talk to him about the Raiders after class for a few minutes. The love we have for each other in Raider Nation is strong. It can get us through the tough times. Let's not divide each other like how people are dividing each other outside. We all have one thing in common, and that is the Raiders. I see the love, and I give it every day. From giving a smile and a nod when I see one of you passing by, going out of my way to get close to you just to say you have a nice hat or a shirt, then going to the YouTube.
America, go to the YouTube right now.
And discovering other Raider video makers and watching their videos, which helps me think of videos to make. To discovering a large-bodied fan that wanted to give us nothing but Raider news because we don't care about the other teams and the shows, and the TV focused too much on the other teams. And enjoying a show he does where another fan with a Billy Goat-like beard and glasses that does a thumb dance talk about the Raiders, which is called Mondays with Mikey and Murph. And then finally seeing love that the man called Murph gives to his friend and brother, Mikey, that he makes me curious enough to check out his channel and discover a safe haven filled with Raider fans that give each other love and no hate. Raiders Fan Radio with Murph, Uncle Mosh, and Swag Jeff. Very kind. Thank you. Raider Nation, I know this is long, and I'm sure the reader is going to need a break from this. I will. I got reinforcements coming in over here on my right here. Just a second. Raider Nation, okay, if it's Padrino Uncle Mosh, I apologize. But brothers and sisters, I just want to say thank you for the love that you give me, to each other, and to our gentlemen on the camera and every video. And please remember to keep giving out love regardless of the people who are in Raider Nation. The easy road to take is the dark side, but it's worth it to be the light. Sorry, Padrino, Star Wars reference. Thank you for reading this email. And as you read this email, my video will be already up on my channel. Gentlemen, this is my third email. I think you know what that means. I close with this final question for you to answer in the chat. Comment in the RFR video or my video, or make your own video. Post about it. What have been some instances where you have experienced the love of a fellow fan that made you think, damn, I'm proud to be a Raider fan. Catch you later. Bye. Kill Jadis. Nice job. All right, Kill Jadis, appreciate the long email. And so, man, I've got so many instances where I could give you an example of Raider Nation and feeling the love of the team. I'll say, the draft was a big one. Being there with my boys at the draft was a big one. I'll give you a recent one. When we were at the Bolitnikoff Foundation dinner, that was, one of the most epic for a fan. Like being around those players and those legends was definitely it. And the reason why wasn't because of just who they were in terms of their stature as players, but they were all kind and they were all there to serve a common cause, which was to give to Tracy's Place of Hope, to give to the Bolitnikoff Foundation, and to help support an amazing charity. Everybody from Mark Davis to AJ Cole, whatever, like current people to the legends like George Atkinson and Tom Flores and Art Shell, and all these folks came together for that one common cause. And it was such a unifying event. It was nothing but unity. And then a way that the fans were involved, all the Silver and Black UK folks. And, it was absolutely incredible. So that would be one thing that I could say. How about you, son? You got an example of where you felt the love of a fellow Raider fan, or like a what's up, or any kind of like a surprise interaction, something that you wouldn't expect?
I got a little surprise for you, actually.
Okay.
I was waiting for the perfect moment to tell you this.
Okay.
I met a listener of the show at work.
No way.
Yeah. So I was getting I work at a church, and I was in the parking lot, and I was getting ready to walk in, and I see like this white Honda SUV out there in the parking lot. And it's got the biggest Raider stickers I've seen in my entire life on the back of it.
Yeah.
Just covering the back windshield. And I was like, okay, I got to find this guy. I got to find whoever this is. I was just like, I'm sure they've got to be a big Raider fan. And so I'll go in, and we all got the COVID masks. And I found this guy. He had a Raiders mask on.
Oh, no way.
And I was like, okay, it's got to be this guy.
Yeah.
So I went up to him, and I was like, hey, you're a Raiders fan. No duh, but,
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, you should check out my dad's podcast. He does a Raiders podcast. And he goes, what's it called? I was like, Raiders Fan Radio. And he's like, oh, yeah, me and my mom listen to that.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, so there's an instance when I'm at work, and just like, just Yeah, I can't talk.
It's okay.
I just
man,
see
you're
a
good.
fellow Raiders fan, and then I found out they listen to your show. I just thought that was really cool.
Oh, right on, man.
I haven't met very many like listeners of your show besides like we did that thing at the
chair.
Oh, shit.
You lost your damn mind. The hell is wrong with you?
I brought you a sandwich. Sandwich.
He brought you a sandwich, Mosh.
Okay.
Will you forgive me?
Hi, Mosh.
Hi. YouTubes.
Uncle Mosh.
Anyways, I just thought that was a cool story.
That was a very cool story. Good job, son. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right, read an email for us while your uncle has his Reuben and cannoli.
This is good radio with you not saying anything. Read.
So this one's from the other Mangus, right? Mangus?
Yes,
There's
Mangus.
only
Yeah.
one Mangus.
See, I told you.
Is this Jeff's chair?
Yes, it is.
I'm pulling down my pants before I sit in it.
All right, this is from Matthew Mangus.
All right.
He says, hello, RFR family. This is your reigning Gemini winner back with another email. First off, to the RFR crew, thank you for the award. It truly means a lot that I can be a part of your awards night. Second, football is nearly 2 weeks away, and I'm so excited. I have the Raider game going 10-6 this year and making the playoffs. Cheers to another season of RFR. Hopefully, we'll catch each other at the Death Star of the draft in 2021. Thank you, guys, for everything you do. Yours truly.
Nice. And that was Matthew or Daniel?
That was Matthew.
Nice job, Matthew. Appreciate you jumping in here and sending us an email there. Oh, and I forgot to say at the top of the show, if you want to get in on the emails, you can send us an email at show@RaidersFanRadio.com. That's SHOW at RaidersFanRadio.com. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to go over to Mosh. He's eating his Reuben. Do what you were just doing, Mosh. Show them.
So go.
Show them. Okay, show them what a Reuben. So some of our UK folks were asking. That's the Reuben from Domenico's, the Mosh version. And
okay. So I heard that, and what a Reuben is. It's corned beef.
Yeah.
Sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Swiss cheese on rye bread.
Yeah.
With Thousand Islands dressing.
Yeah.
So what makes it different at Domenico's is I get the Mosh Reuben.
Yeah.
So I got the corned beef.
A little higher. Little higher there, Mike.
I got the corned beef piled high.
Piled high.
The sauerkraut and the Swiss cheese with the Thousand Islands dressing that they home make.
Oh.
And then I add spicy mustard on a slightly toasted rye bread.
Oh.
It's to die for.
It's to die for. It looks, I can smell, it smells amazing.
Oh my God. You don't even understand right now. I don't even care that the kid is in my chair. There's like 3 people in the whole world who can sit in my chair.
Yeah.
One of them shares my name.
Yeah, he's named after you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one, his name is Q-Dog, and he's about 9 feet tall. And he sends me stuff.
Well, yeah.
He's good to go.
Yeah. Well, Kevin sent you something too, Mosh. He sent you the shirt, the Atlanta Booster Club shirts.
Kevin the Raider Nerd.
Yeah.
He also sent me a lot of crap to go along with it. Go over there.
All right. Sorry. Eat your sandwich. All right. Or your sandwich, I should say.
Come back when I got to, when I.
Oh, and I gotta go back to you again. Go
Come
ahead.
back when
Okay.
Is this thing on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Hello.
You're going Reuben ASMR over there.
When I'm putting Reuben juice all over Jeff's crap.
All right.
When I get.
What? Oh, we got to do the cannoli. There you go.
When I get to the cannoli.
Yeah, you're on the
my
cannoli.
God.
Look at that cannoli.
I'll come back to that, and we'll talk about the homemade cannolis.
Yeah, they make the stuff, the filling homemade.
Oh my God,
it's amazing.
Yeah. See you back.
Okay. All right, here we go. You want me to save an email for you?
Yeah, Paul's.
Okay, I'll save you Paul's. All right, let's see. So Paul that's. Oh my gosh, we got some good ones here too. All right, so I will do. I'll do Ty to Raider, one of your favorite. Or as Mosh calls him, ta-da! Raider.
I got here just in time so we can make Greg. Oh, no, it's not on the list.
Oh, we're not going to be able to make it tonight. Sorry, Greg. We'll get you next time. Which he tweeted us this week, too, by the way. I
know, it was so funny.
It's so funny. I sent out a tweet, and I said, hey, don't forget to call the show. Send in your emails. We play your message 3 times, you get made. And Greg sent him a tweet back, and he said, 3 times and you get made, huh? I'm like, well, sorry, Greg. We'll get to you at some point.
Basically, you said, quit your whining, Greg.
Yeah, I did. I said, don't be so pushy. All right, dear Murph, Mosh, Swagoo, RFR chat room, and the entire nation. Hope this isn't a 7-page email to torture Swag Jeff Mariota. He has to be family by now. Sometimes you either get inspired or worked up. Oh, no, this isn't Tada. This is Stacy Rough Raider. Sorry. Stacy Rough Raider. Sometimes you either get inspired or worked up, and usually it is something to do with a very small percentage of our fickle fan base. Now, 99% of the Raider Nation bleeds silver and black in some way. But there's some of you that watched way too many Ice Cube videos. I love Cube. Cube is the nation. But you see, the nation is not just a fan base. It's a family or a second family. This is not a fashion statement or a way to bump up your street cred. I'm not asking for you to take a knee to the powerful Sith Lord Davis, but hey, it's not even game 1. As long as our quarterback is wearing the silver and black, let's put some respect on his name. At least as much some soon to be 7, I don't know what he's saying there, 7-8 corner. Every year it's Carr's a bum, but this walk-on free agent who just toasted a vanilla preseason defense for 9 catches and 80 yards and a garbage touchdown is fire. We don't even play in California anymore, and we still have more rumblings than an earthquake every time Mike Money Mayock dials the phone to look at a quarterback. In 2019, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you got no quarterback. In 2020, if you don't have 5 quarterbacks, you may not have any by the end of the year. Please, until check down Carr throws it into the stands on 4th and 3, and Mariota shows why Tennessee gave up on a guy who threw for 500 yards and sat late in the third quarter in his first ever game. Let's hope for the best, if not get excited about a new season. Hell, some of you gave up on Cleveland and are all in on Max, who hasn't had a sophomore slump yet. Oh, no, don't be preaching. Don't be saying that over Max now. We'll be speaking that over him. Stop playing fantasy football. If Derek Carr went out there and had a Kenny Stabler game, y'all be like 195 and 2 touchdowns? What the hockey is that? Even though in true snake form, we probably win that game 17-15. Let's get the W's and let the Hall of Fame worry about stats. Fantasy football fact. End of the year, the 20th quarterback is only about 5 fantasy points per game away from the number 2 quarterback. So you fake analytical fans bleed silver and black or bleed somewhere else. P.S. I still got DC for 4,000 yards passing, 700 rushing. All right, easy with that.
In what universe?
Yeah, and 30. Let's hope 30 is the touchdowns and not interceptions. Signed, Stacy, Rough Rider. Team Sticky Balls. PPS, Sticky Balls is not what you think. I'm paying homage to Freddie B and the judge Lester Hayes. When my dog walks the entire league, please don't take it personal. That's just business, baby. Oh, he must be talking about our fantasy football league.
Oh,
he must be in our
yeah.
fantasy football league. Anyway, so appreciate that. Stacy, Rough Raider. All right, good job. All right, here, Tristan, you do. Okay, now his name is Ty de Raider. He also is a huge Domenico's fan. Eats the Domenico's out in California. But Mosh calls him Ta-da Raider. Okay, so you got to read it. Whenever you read Ty, you got to read it Ta-da Raider.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, here you go. And get loud in that microphone.
You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Yo, what's up, Mosh, Swaggy, and the one and only Uncle Mosh. I hope it's all well and everyone is safe and sound. Everyone knows about Williams being put on IR, and Edwards is the favorite to replace them, so I won't say anything that everyone already knows. So today, I decided to come up with a list that everyone can agree no matter your race, religion, political beliefs, gender, or if you brush your teeth or not. So here we go. Marble, satin sheets, silk, a beer after a long day, ice, an egg, butter on warm toast, tomato, porcelain, ice cream, avocado, a slide, glaze, hard candy, plastic spoons, Will Compton's teeth, etc., etc. None of those things are smoother than Rico ranting over the Blues. Who needs Barry White when you can just put on Rico to set the mood? I mean, 1 minute I'm watching RFR, next thing you know, I got a room full of lit candles and a bottle of baby oil in my hand.
Gross.
Legend says Rico has 2 goldfish in a bowl with no water, and to keep them alive, he whispers to them every night before bed. I even heard he once snuck into a Raiders game disguised as a puddle of rainwater. No, the Oakland Coliseum wasn't leaking, and it was Rico walking around the stadium. He even volunteers for the fire department, taking down burning buildings. He just shows up with a megaphone, and the fire's out within 7 minutes tops. Basically, what I'm saying is, I would love to meet Rico one day and have a few drinks, but best believe he will not get near my wife. From yours, ta-da, Raider.
All right, nice job, ta-da, Raider.
funny.
Excellent.
Too
He's
funny.
so funny. He's so funny. All right, Paulie, we're going to save your email for the end here. We're going to go ahead and hit the voicemails here, and so we're going to jump in to the voicemails. And by the way, Mosh,
Sure.
I got a little something I want to throw your way. Now,
All right,
this is
come on.
your call, but I made myself a couple notes. Not only has Kill Jadas, or as you say, Kill Jadas, sent us numerous emails now, but he is in the chat quite frequently. Also, Stacy Ruff Raider is in the chat quite frequently and sent us multiple emails. You think it's time? You think it's time to hit the music for them? I mean, we'll have to do it right this second, but what are your thoughts?
I think that was the best cannoli I've ever eaten in my life. Here's the other thing.
Okay.
As I sit in Swaggy's world.
Yeah, you look good in the lays over there.
By the way, get that off. Get that crap off. Get that off my screen. That Swag Jeff garbage.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, goodbye.
Okay.
All of a sudden, I felt flowery.
Well, you look
I felt flowery.
Yeah.
I have no love for Marcus Mariota.
What? What?
What are
you, Mosh?
I'm saying.
Are you lashing out
I'm
there?
saying that Swaggy has lost his brain.
Okay.
I'm saying that all this crap. Help me, Tristan! I'm choking.
Cut me, Marie.
Get it off my head.
There you go.
You are the lost Ryan brother. You are so.
So I've been telling kids for years.
All right. Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
I've been saying for years.
Glasses
You
are
know,
fogging
if
up
you
the color.
ever, like, I teach theater arts.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Think about it. Make sure.
Yeah. What was it I teach again? Defensive line. No. I teach theater arts. So I tell kids, I go, like, if you ever want to get into this business, like for live, you know, like if you want to do this for a living,
yeah,
you got to have something to pay your bills, right? So I've encouraged kids. I've said, you know, learn carpentry. Learn audio technician. Learn a lighting trade. Learn things that within the trade.
So you're not waiting tables somewhere.
So you're not, you know, or be the best damn waiter there is.
Right,
you know, or
yeah.
learn to be a chef. You know, do something so while you're out there trying to perform and you're trying to, you know, be passionate about your art. So I've told a bunch of kids, cosmetology school. You know, it's a godsend. If you can be a barber or a beautician and you can do wigs and you can work in the business,
yeah,
whether it's backstage, that's a great way to get your foot in the door. So, one of my kids who graduated back this past year started cosmetology school during the COVID pandemic, and called my bluff and said, "Hey, I've been going every day. I've been started online, and now we're back to live and blah, blah, blah. And I owe it all to you." And that was a really nice phone call. I was like, that's really awesome. And then she's like, I'm showing up Friday to talk to your class of seniors at 11, and I'd like to, you know, do a demonstration. And I'm like, oh, man, that's great. You know, you should cut someone's hair, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, yeah, I think you're right. And I go, yeah, I could get somebody to sit there and you could talk about all that you've done and how many hours you got to put. Yeah.
When is this?
Friday.
You're getting it all chopped off?
I don't know what she's going to do. But she goes, yeah, you're right. I'm going to cut your hair. Oh. And I'm like, how long you been in college?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, you're right. You've been right the whole time. She's like, yeah, I know. I got a flair for it. And I'm like, So I'm like,
Nice.
and I wasn't going to do it. I was going to let it grow. I mean, I like it and everything.
Yeah, it looks good long. Yeah,
but
you look good with long hair, and you still got the mop, man. You still got a good head of hair on.
I got, there's not a lot of 62-year-old men who can do that.
Yeah, exactly, man.
You know, so
this
I
is
don't
what
know
you had
what
to look forward to, Tristan.
I don't know, maybe. Or that.
Yeah.
But so I don't know what she's gonna do. So the next time I see you guys, it might be
Wow,
gone.
nice.
It might be shorter. It might be trimmed. Maybe she's just gonna
Might be
I don't know
colored.
if she's gonna diet. I don't know what she's gonna do. She's
my
gonna
gosh.
show up Friday.
If you come back here with frosted tips, it's
Hey, how much more frosting can they do? I mean, what are you gonna put whipped cream on vanilla ice cream? So. So that's the
that's so
latest
funny.
that's the latest on the locks.
Nice, Mosh. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the voicemails here. So the guy that kicks off the voicemails each and every week is Aaron the Q-Dog Raider. You can join Aaron and the rest of the made men and women by calling 909-345-3346. That is 909-345-3346. And jump in there and appreciate you. And Aaron is in the chat tonight, along with so many other. VD is in there, Michelle Sweat, the Big Easy, Alfred Esparra, Kiljadas is in there, Chevy Silver Raider, Raider Ramon. What's up, Ramon? The Mean King is in there. Let's see who else is in there. DT the Sun. Did I say that yet? Eye Patch. What's up, Eye Patch? Sugar Shane. Eye Patch says you might end up with cornrows, Mosh. Oh, that'd be nice.
Wait, isn't that painful?
I have no idea. I've never had them. I haven't had hair since 1995, so I don't know.
And you were 7 then.
All right, let's jump into this. So the guy that kicks off the voicemails each and every week is he's the king of the callers. He is Aaron, the Q-Dog Raider.
Greetings, Don Murph, Consigliere Mosh, Underboss Sonny, Sergeant at Arms, the Sizzler, Big Raider Trucker, Mojo from When the Universe Speaks, Ramon the Mean King, Swag Jeff, Nation. It's your Capo and the Q-Dog Raider coming to you from the great state of Texas. And yes, sports fans, we are only 11 days away from the kickoff of the NFL season. And everybody else in the RFR Fantasy Football League playing for second, hey, konnichiwa to you. Sitting here in prison gives a man time to think. Thoughts of revelation cross my mind. For instance, why are there so many mere copycats out there in this world? I mean, from show content to guest bookings, or even wedding proposals. That's right. Last week, Murph revealed his engagement to the lady simply known as Mac. And Kansas City Chief and current Super Bowl winning quarterback Patrick, so-called Showtime Mahomes, has gone out and proposed to his high school sweetheart and solid 7, Brittany Lynn Matthews, on behalf of RFR and, anybody else wishing any chief commensurate happiness. May their days of bliss, be what they need to be. Screw them. But anyway, may Brittany shake ketchup on Patrick Mahomes' eggs and her moneymaker. He likes ketchup on steak, eggs, macaroni and cheese, whatever those weird people eat up there. I mean, they dress like condiments, treat them as such. They suck. Now, the Raiders failed to land Yannick Ngakoue. All right, I guess my proposal from last week for, Baby Clellan, straight up. Those toenails from Britney Spears, those 2 Jack-in-the-Box tacos, and the scratch-off ticket must have been too steep. That's why the Jags are the Jags. Now, Brian Edwards. The preseason has been such that Tyrell Williams has been jettisoned to the injured reserve. Q Stradamus with another prediction come true. Now, I got an email from the First Lady the other day. I opened and read it. It says she's a sucker. I mean, what are we doing with security clearances these days? But anyway, Leonard Fournette is in shape, has a chip on his shoulder, and is now on the open market in a contract year. I mean, I don't know about you guys, and I know where the Sizzler stands on this, but I got to go the other way. He can be our next-gen Tyrone Wheatley. Think about it. The hit list, Nathan Peterman, Cardell Jones, Nick Usher, Devontae Booker, Theo Riddick, Prince Amukamara, David Sharp, Jordan Devey, Rod Smith, Nick Nelson, hashtag cut the Nelsons, Sharif Finch, Tyrell Williams, and Raideroo, I know you're out there somewhere, me and you, this hurts, Jordan Ruse, and Mike Dickson.
The Ruse.
He's on there emeritus. Respect to the made men and women. Rue.
Okay, now this is great. There's an epilogue to this, Mosh.
Oh.
Capo epilogue. What in the name of O.J. Simpson is going on in this world? Carol Baskin on Dancing with the Stars? Mojo, at me, baby.
So good. So Carol Baskin, if she does end up on Dancing with the Stars, we hope that she doesn't lose because her partner might just might disappear.
Well, I got to tell you, I hate to interrupt you, but it bothers me that Q knows who's going to be on Dancing with the Stars.
Well, yeah, right. Well, he's on the Twitters. He's on the Twitters. So you're on the Twitters, and you know what's going on. So, all right. So appreciate Aaron, the Q Dog Raider, as always. I love the Q Stradamus.
He's the best.
Q-Stradamus and Mostradamus. Between the two of you, I don't think there's a thing you all haven't picked yet.
We nail everything.
You all nail everything. All right. So let's get to some voicemail. So Mosh, a return. Last week.
I heard. I was listening.
You are, yeah?
Yes, Coach Davis. Welcome back, my brother.
Welcome back. And so so he showed up we called him out on the chat. Said, call the show.
Is he here tonight? I don't have my computer or anything because I got here late.
Oh,
I had an audition.
He was in the chat earlier, but no, yeah, he's still in there.
Right on.
He's still in there. So appreciate Coach Davis, and let's check in with him.
What up, Murph, Uncle Mosh, Swag Jeff, Capo, Aaron the Q Dog, Raider. It's your 3-time Sizzler Award-winning made man, Coach Davis, checking in back for the first time. Sorry I've been absent, but had things to do, man. Raider Nation, man, we real excited about this offense that they done put together. But to be honest with you, I'm looking forward to watching this defense. I've always been a defensive type of dude, man. My favorite player of all time is the assassin.
Come on.
Tatum. I remember I was watching this story on NFL Sunday Countdown one day talking about that hit that he put on Stingley. And Jack Tatum said that he'll never apologize for the way he played the game. He said he's sorry he got hurt, but he'll never apologize for the way he played the game. And you got to love that, man. And John Madden told a story. He said after the game, he walked in there and Jack Tatum was sitting at his locker smoking a cigarette. He walks up to him and says, "Man, you all right?" Says the assassin took a deep drag of a cigarette, looked up at him and said, "Why wouldn't I be?" Like, man, you just got to love that intensity, man. And we drafted a dude, Meek Robertson, that has that same type of intensity. I can't wait to watch this dude play. There's a dude over there in the Show Me State. Very messy eater, man. Always got ketchup and mustard all over him. But I hear he likes to punch little kids in the chest. And if they cry, he likes to hit them harder. Well, tell you what, Tyreek. When a Meek Robertson shatters your sternum and ruptures your spleen, don't you cry, boy. Don't you cry.
Come on,
because
Coach.
that hit that Abram hit on you later on, it's going to hurt that much worse. All right, I love y'all. I'm out.
All right, nicely done, Coach Davis. Good to hear from him. Appreciate Coach, and appreciate everybody in the chat, including Coach. And also, hey, so the story you told Tristan a little while ago about meeting that fellow Raider fan at church, did you see the chat there?
Yeah, where she said it was Devin. Yeah, that was him.
Devin, yeah. So Michelle Sweat, who's now our second maid woman here on the show, her son Devin is who Tristan met at the lobby.
Oh, no way.
At church, yeah. He's told the story before you got here about how we were talking about meeting fellow Raider fans.
Oh, nice.
And Tristan told the story about how he was at church. He saw a big SUV in the parking lot with a big Raider sticker on it.
Oh,
and then walked inside and saw someone wearing a face mask with a Raider logo on it and said, "Hey, I see you're a big Raider fan." And he said, "You ought to hear my dad's podcast." And he goes, "Yeah, my mom listens to it all the time." Oh, it's Michelle.
Oh!
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Next generations, man.
Absolutely.
Next generations. Loving it. Loving it. That's awesome. Good job, Trish.
Yeah, absolutely. Raise them right, raise them Raiders, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. All right, next up here, we're going to hear from another one of our show favorites. This guy's, Mosh, he's already putting in for live performance of the year for this year's Fanny Awards.
Sweet.
Let's hear from Houston Raider Steve.
Murph, Mosh, Swag Jeff, Houston Raider Steve. Man, I'm so pumped up about this team. Haven't been this excited since 2016. And I just want to say, the Raiders are back, baby. They're playing in the Death Star. As Darth Vader says to Luke Skywalker, I am your father. That goes to the NFL, my friend. Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Raiders. Anyway, just want to say, man, it's really bummed out about Tyrell Williams being out for the season, being put on the shelf, as they say in football, next man up. Nelson Aguilar and everybody, it looks like they were only going to start one rookie at wide receiver. Now it looks like it's going to be two. I've been hearing good things about Arnett. He's going to be a shutdown. Man, with him and Abrams back there, and the player from, what's his name, from South Carolina, really good.
Brian Edwards.
Name escapes me for a second. I'll call back with who it is. But anyway,
we got you,
really
Steve.
Doing great. I'm excited about this team, the mix of veterans, rookies, free agents, and man, they're playing in the Death Star, man. Where are you going to watch the game? I guess we're all going to be watching it at home. Couldn't be prouder. This team, man, the way we are on defense, we're showing up. We're one draft away from really closing the gap between us and Kansas City. I like the free agent acquisitions that we're getting recently that I've been reading about. And, man, we've got a great team. I'm so excited, man. All I can say is go Raiders. And just remember, there's 31 NFL teams. Then there's the Raiders. Have a great day. And Viva Las Raiders. Have a great day.
So
we're back, baby.
I can only...
Murph and Mosh. Swag Jeff. Haven't you been so proud about this team? The way Mayock and Gruden put this team together? Can't wait. God bless. Bye.
He just likes to sign off a lot.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. So the whole Viva Las Raiders, I'm saying to myself, I'm like, is he talking about my buddy? Viva Las Raiders? Would that be Will Compton? Lost Raider?
Oh, Lost Raider.
Yeah. That's Will could use that as his theme music. You know?
I know.
Yeah, Viva Lost Raider.
What do you think about old Will going to...
all kidding aside, I like Will Compton, even though he broke the cardinal rule. But hey, he's got 2 strikes. He with his famous, who is that?
Yeah, who's the third guy?
Yeah.
Murph, Swag, Jeff, and who's the third guy?
And then he put his short little legs, lowered my chair, and planted his Kulu in my... Don't get me started.
Don't get you...
Yeah,
you're on hollow ground over there, big boy.
Absolutely,
just letting you know.
Absolutely.
If you weren't a namesake, you'd probably, you are within striking distance. You know what I mean?
I can't kill him.
Wait. So y'all telling me that Will's cheeks were in this chair?
Yeah, and he lowered it. He adjusted. It's one thing to sit in Mosh's chair. It's another thing to not bring gifts and then adjust it.
You don't.
Oh, he didn't bring gifts?
No,
he brought me and Swag gifts. He brought Raiders fan radio listeners.
Yeah,
gifts.
but he didn't do anything to earn that chair. Oh, Swaggy J's over here. Will Compton. Swaggy J's language even got worse around Will Compton. The kid don't cuss. Swag don't cuss, and then you read his tweets, it's like, beep, beep, and anyway, I love Will, beep, Marcus Mariota, beep. Come on! Will Compton's little butt cheeks were in the chair. Yeah, no, I ain't buying it.
Crack me up.
I'm glad he's a Titan.
Yeah, all right.
I'm glad he got another chance. He's a decent human being, and if he, like I said before, if he can't be back in black, I guess baby blue will work. No COVID.
Okay. No, we're rooting for you, real. Good stuff there. Glad you got to stay local, man, and short drive in traffic.
Absolutely.
To go to work for him. So
good for him.
Yeah, good for him. So all right, next up, we're gonna hear from somebody, Mosh, we hadn't heard from in a long time.
No kidding.
We're getting into the season. We're starting to hear from a lot of the regulars.
And Ruben has done tribute.
Oh.
Hello, you can't miss it.
Right there. Welcome to the Raiders. This is from the Raiders' groundbreaking ceremony.
Yes,
when they first broke ground for Allegiant Stadium. So
and he had to grab that and run like hell. So that makes it all the better.
That makes it all the better. All right, let's check in with our buddy Ruben in Vegas.
Hey Murph, Ruben in Vegas checking in. It's been a minute. Haven't talked to you guys in a while. Been watching the show here on and off, off season and whatnot, but saw that you had the sign off camera the other day. I was wondering, what happened to the sign I sent. I thought you got rid of it, but
no.
I saw you still have it up there. Good to see that. Thanks for the shout out. Also, congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you.
And as heard you guys talking about something about the home opener being out here, even though there's not going to be fans. If you're coming out this way, I'll try to look you up or DM me. We'll DM each other, and I would love to meet you in person. I talk to you on YouTube and whatnot, and then the responses when you send me the care package on the Facebook and whatnot. But let's meet up, man. I would love to meet you in person and have a little Raider talk. Hope, like I said, if you come out this way, let's link up and win, lose, or tie, baby. Raiders till I die. Ruben in Vegas. Out.
Right on, Ruben. Good to hear from you, my friend. And absolutely. So we talked at the top of the show, much respect to Kevin the Raider Nerd for setting up, Mosh, I don't know if you heard this or not, Kevin set up an RF, or it's wait, let me get it right. It's Murph's Fan Cave, RFR Meetups Facebook group.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
right
and
on,
so
yeah.
what we're doing is that when we go to a game or whatever, we're doing draft stuff, or we're going to an AAU game in freaking Birmingham,
right.
whatever, that we can communicate with anybody that's part of this group and wants to meet up with us. So to answer Ruben's question, yes, we would love to meet up with you and have a beer with you and watch a Raider game with you. We know Kevin the Raider Nerd is going to be out there in Vegas. It's his 50th birthday.
Oh, right on.
And
Happy birthday.
which was the whole kind of the whole genesis of this group, is that we were talking about where we were going to be, because we don't know, because COVID, we don't know what's going to be open. We don't know where we can go. And so anyway, so there's a link to that Facebook group, that meetup group in the show notes. So if you're interested in meeting up with us throughout the course of the year during various Raider events, like, hit it. Because, and here's the thing too, like, we don't know how the world is going to open up over the next 6 to 9 months or whatever. So like, as we go through this football season, like, there's a home game in Atlanta that we all planned on going to and doing like a remote from, and like doing it.
Sure.
So who knows what we're going to do? I mean, as of right now, there's going to be no fans at the new, Mercedes, whatever it is.
Right.
Ginormo Dome. But like, as of right now, we won't be doing that, but maybe we will as we get closer. I don't know. Like, and so, and then around like the Kansas City game, I know we've talked to some of the made men about meeting up and whatever. So get in on that Facebook group, and then definitely we will stay in touch with you when it comes to that stuff, because we want to meet up with you all as much as we can, because the RFR listeners that's how we met Michelle and her family. It was at our draft event that we did. You know?
I think Q interviewed him, and the whole family was there, and I mean, the next thing you know, that she's a made woman.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, Uncle Mosh, now I'm going to give you the proper lead in here. Let's finish strong with our buddy in Shropshire, Mississippi.
Paul.
Paul, your name Paul?
Paul.
I met him with Paul.
Who?
Paul.
Paul, yes, Paul.
Paul's not here. Hey, Paul. Paul.
Hi. I'm Paul.
Evening, everybody. Hope you're all well. I'm Paul. We've hit September, and football is within touching distance. I've become like a kid on Christmas Eve, full of anticipation and hope for what's to come. Nothing will now shake me from my belief that we are the best in the NFL, and 16-0 beckons. The constructive discussions about our roster, all the valid points that are made, and all sensible reasoning is white noise to me. Super Bowl 55 is a mere formality. I've watched numerous hype videos and feel I could tackle anybody like I'm Jack Tatum. When the reality is I'd only tackle you like Brett Musburger. This is a state that I have become accustomed to. It's the same every year. It will stay with me until opening day, until the coin toss in Carolina actually happens, when I'll probably fall to my knees with stress and need some form of libation. My spell check changed that to lubrication. Man, am I glad I saw that. The reality will, of course, be different, but so excited am I that our beloved silver and black are nearly back with us so that you could cut the tension with a knife. I wonder if they would have any idea what they put us through. On a serious note, there's a lot of positive energy around the players and staff, and after a few changes, and Hunter Renfrow ruining Prince Amakar's chances, the roster... Oh, my gosh.
Did you see that video?
That was crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
The roster looks pretty balanced. I guess there may be one or two more coming in to add some depth. We'll just have to see who's cut around the league later this week. I'm personally looking forward to seeing Lynn Bowden Damon Arnett and Brian Edwards. I also think they're going to have a good year from Malik Collins, Tanner Moose, and Amik Robertson.
Yes.
Moose could have the same kind of immediate impact that Mad Max Crosby did. My big player prediction of the year, are you ready for this one?
We're ready.
Is Clelin Farrell.
F to the E to the R to the R to the E to the L to the L. It ain't Farrell.
I know that will surprise some, but I think we're going to see a different player this year. My favorite current player through all of this is Hunter Renfrow. The kid could be like Wes Welker or even better. I do agree with the concern that iPatch raised a few weeks ago about the lack of competitive action, combined with inexperience of some of our younger players, especially in the secondary. I also have a fear over Jonathan Abram and his fitness. He had such a bad injury, and with his style of play, I just hope it doesn't become a regular thing. I'll be closing my eyes for his first few tackles. I certainly don't envy the coaches this week having to cut the number to 53. Some difficult decisions need to be made. And it's made harder this year because of the COVID restrictions that have affected preseason. The practice squad is 16 instead of 10, though, so that'll help a little. And we talked about that, I think, when I called in a few weeks ago.
That's when you called in. Right. Great call, guy. That was news to us.
Finally tonight, a shout-out to Sonny. Hey. It was great to hear him on air again, and I was going to make a point about caller Greg from Tennessee becoming a made man. But I can't remember what I was going to say. So I'll get back to you next week.
Nice, Paul.
Stay safe, RFR family. Love you, Raider Nation. His Lordship, Paul Edgerton, Shropshire, Mississippi, Pauly Award winner 2019, Foggy Glasses Award winner 2020, BRT Sizzler scorekeeper, proud made man, five-time winner of the Raiders Fan Radio BRT Sizzler Award.
Nice job, Paul. Well done.
We are Metallica, and we are here for your Oakland Raiders!
You know why we out here, and we ain't playing around today.
From The Walking Dead to errant Jedi Knights, Raiders fans are a rogues gallery.
You know what?
Yes?
I got something to tell you.
I am the Sizzler.
Who owned it tonight, Mosh?
Sizzler.
The Sizzler Award tonight goes to a very special person.
Okay.
I wasn't here for the entire show. I can't wait to go back. I'm looking at the rundown and see what the Mosh audio tailgating too much was.
Oh, my God. I'll play it at the end of the show because you'll love it.
Of course you can. But tonight's Sizzler Award goes to... I wish I had a drum roll. It goes to...
Come on, drummer. Drum rolling.
It goes to Mark Edward Murphy. Tristan, you donned my chair and you did it well. And what I heard was good job, buddy. You had other people's stuff, but you did a good job. Good job, buddy. You get the Sizzler.
Thank you.
Congratulations, son.
It's an honor.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, man. How about that?
Get your butt out of my chair. My sandwich is gone. My cannoli's gone. And Jeff's chair really does suck.
Appreciate that, Mosh. Right on. Well, congratulations, big guy. And so we're going to, Mosh, I'm going to hit you back with the question I posed to you earlier here as we close out the show. What do you think? Kilyadas, Rough Raider, both really a lot of participation in the show every week. First off, congratulations, as I said to Tristan, on the Sizzler. But what about the maid thing? Should we go ahead and make them both? You want to hit the music? You want to pick one? I mean, Kilyadas has emailed 3 times. Stacy's probably 7, 8, 9 times.
Here's what we can't do.
Okay.
We can't put them off.
What do you mean?
We can't put them off. We can't put them in the queue, and I don't mean queue like Q dog. I mean queue as in the next one to be printed, because that's Greg's thing.
Yeah, so
hit the music, my brother.
The music, just make them both. Congratulations, Kill Jadas and Stacy Rough Raider. You are both now made men.
You are a made man. You showed you are part of the family by participation. By chance, a man like yourself should make enemies, then they would become my enemies. Showing you are a friend of Raiders Fan Radio, you have leapt across the line. Friendship is everything. Friendship is more than talent. It is more than the government. It's almost equal to family. Be loyal. Made man, Raider fan. Someday, and that day may never come, I'll call upon you to do a service for me. But until that day, accept this as a gift. And don't ever forget, words can hurt more, but silence can break hearts.
All right, congratulations to Stacy Rough Raider and Kill Jadas. Appreciate you holding it down. Northern Alaska. I don't know if you heard the email from Kill Jadas, but basically he was talking about how, being up there, the most Northern Raider fan, and you kind of titled him the Northern Lights Raider and all that stuff. And so we just basically said, I hope that he did it justice and did a great job in representing Raider Nation up there. And hope you were proud. And it was a great email from Kill Jadas. And then also again, Stacy, in the chat every week, in the emails every week. And so appreciate him. Now, a big guy. You got the list there of all of the made men and women. And we don't update this very often because it's a long list. But go ahead and hit it, man. Go ahead and tell us. And I love this for those of you that are newer to the show that have not heard the rundown of all the made men and women. Listen to all the different regions. This is if you want to know if Raider Nation is global or not.
Oh, yeah.
Or you know what I mean? Especially nationwide. Listen to all these names of these Raider folks. Go ahead, big guy.
All right. We have Jimmy Zebach, Hardcore Raider, Johnny in San Diego, Chuck Splatterhead McCann, Ron in Alliance, Alaska Raider, Dakota Raider, Aaron the Q-Dog Raider, Red in Yakima, Yakima, Jim from the East Coast, Yayo in Jersey, Big Raider Trucker, Wyoming Raider, Diego in Georgia, Running Bear in Tulare, Mojo Raider, Mojo. Raider.
Yeah. Hey Mojo, I'm really getting close to taking my Sizzler back. Don't say Alzado.
Yeah. Stay on that microphone, big guy.
Go.
Junior in San Diego, Beto in the city, James in Arkansas, Monster Mashkin, Raideroo in Utah, Ev Dog, Houston Raider Steve, Jesse in Kentucky, B-Dog and the Pastor in Texas, Max in San Diego, Rev Raider, Raider Juan, Eyepatch, Alex in Tucson, Ruben in Vegas, Dave in the 330, Kevin the Raider Nerd, Paul in Shropshire, Mississippi, UK, 24 Karat Kev the Cool Ash Raider, One Nation Jeff, Chucktown Raider, Haley in Scotland, Lena the Full Metal Mexican, Central Valley Raider, RBK Raider, Coach Davis, Raider Ramon, Raider Born Rico, Raider Trucker Dan, Sugar Shane, Super Deuce, Daniel Mangus, Just Win Johnny, Matthew Mangus, Pirate 1975, JC Raider, Fabricator Gil in the IE, Big Mike, Ta-da Raider, the Big Easy, and Killa Jadis and Stacy Rough Raider.
Nice.
Wow. Good job,
awesome,
buddy.
Man.
That was great.
Appreciate all of you and the way you support Raiders Fan Radio, man. It's awesome stuff. Appreciate that. All right, so before we get out of here, I'm going to play a couple little things. So if you recognize Tristan's voice, and he kind of hit on a little bit earlier, he is the voice of Lil Murph. And so we did a lot. So Lil Murph, for those of you that don't know, this is Monster Mash Ken made this Murph figure.
What, 4 years ago?
It was before the draft, yeah. So it's been at least 3 ago.
I keep waiting for my Mosh
for the Mosh bobblehead. And so anyway, so there's the little Murph figure, and it's got Murph on the back. It's so cool, man. We love it. So we thought it would be really funny to do like what Chris Rock used to do with the Penny Hardaway commercials,
right,
and do a little Murph. So there was Lil Penny, which was Chris Rock, and so Tristan donned his best Chris Rock impression, and he does Lil Murph. And so this is what Lil Murph sounds like.
Uncle Mosh, I can't hear myself think. Keep it down, fool.
There's your spare room one.
You said this was a fan cave. It looks more like your spare room.
All right, and then this is my favorite one.
I like John Gruden, but I love me some Chucky.
There you go. All right, good stuff there. All right, Mosh, so before we get out of here, I'm going to play, since you missed it, and it's too good to not play again, I'm going to play the Tailgating Too Much. So Mark Davis did this big speech to the Raider team as they took the field in Allegiant Stadium for the very, very first time.
Right.
And so we took a chunk of that, and we put it in the Tailgating Too Much machine, and here's how it sounds.
There'll be many personal accomplishments out here on this field. Someone on this field today will make the first tackle. Somebody will score the first touchdown. And somebody will make the first interception. But most importantly, it's what we do as a team. So I'll leave you with 3 words. Just win, baby. Welcome home. Raiders.
That was the best.
That's so funny.
That is so funny.
Oh, my gosh. It cracks me up, man. And I love it. I was telling Tristan earlier, it cracks me up because he goes, I got 3 words for you.
Yeah, and he
just
says
win,
like
baby.
12.
Welcome home. Yeah. Yeah, just win. Yeah, I don't do math, but I love numbers, and I'm pretty sure 3 is 5.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. All right, Mosh, that's all we got for tonight. Appreciate those of you that are joining us here in the chat tonight. Tristan, can you read the chat? Shout out who's in the chat tonight.
Looks like we got B-Dog50, Aaron Q-Dog Raider, The Big Easy, Raider Keith. Oh, gosh, so many people.
Oh, what do you need, Mosh?
My book. There you go. Why Tristan's trying to read.
Raider Ramon, Ron Moderator, Michelle Sweat, Zach Brewer, Coach Davis, Dakota Raider.
All right, good job. So
all of a sudden, he just channeled his inner swaggy.
Inner swaggy, yeah. You get stung, but you get your stuff. No, I can't talk.
No, you did.
No, I can't do it either. All right, let's get out of here. Just first off, I want to thank you, Tristan. You did a great job tonight, son. Awesome job, man. Jumping in.
Congrats on your sizzler, man.
Absolutely. Congrats. Appreciate you being here. Help us with the emails. Help us with Little Raiders Fan Radio tonight. Help us out. RaidersFanRadio.com/gear. Jump into the chat each and every week. YouTube.com/MurphsFanCave. And the rest of it goes to Uncle Mosh to take us home.
All right. Well, man, it was so good. I'm so glad I got here. I had auditions. Things went late. He was crazy. Educating the masses, molding the minds of America's youth via the what is this thing called? Camera.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody, for listening tonight. You got your old Uncle Mosh here for Murph and my namesake, little Trishy Tristan over there. You've been listening to Raiders Fan Radio, where we take a lighter side journey into the dark side. What happens in Vegas started in Oakland. Good night, everybody. Stay safe. Wear your mask. God bless.
YouTube!
Next time you see me, my hair will be gone.
Oh, my gosh, Mosh.
Or another color.
Or
cornrows.
That'd be good.
We don't know.
Yeah, you're all about the cornrows.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, well.